This morning we're discussing on government officials and the inheritance of public property in Nigeria. According to the last caller, he said it is an abnormal norm because to him, he perceived that they are having an issue. That is why they are trying to retrieve the vehicles. But let's talk to the head of News and Current Affairs Department, Diamond FM, Mr. Taiwo Adediran. You're welcome, Mr. Taiwo.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, let's analyze this issue. What do you make of this?
I remember that when the administration of Ademola Adeleke came into office in Osun, just a few years back, they had the same issue with the administration of his predecessor, Oyetola Buega, because they believe that certain properties are supposed to remain for whoever is taking up that office. And this is the essence of inventory. The fact that after an administration went up, whoever is taking over should be able to get the detailed inventory of the government properties and say, well, this is what we got from our predecessor, and going on, it remains government property. If there are some that are supposed to, according to the documents on ground, that are supposed to be there and are not there, those who are living should be held responsible to answer for it. It got to an extent that they said even the curtains, the cups, and the plates that are in government house, they normally cut it away. And I have seen this happen over and over. It's not as if it's a hearsay. So this is something we need to address in our country. I'm not against people going with it. In fact, we have schemes where civil servants, once you rise to the extent of having official vehicle, you might eventually own the vehicle after retirement, or you decide to resign. But it's the policy, and that will mean that perhaps government is already deducting that from your monthly pay. So you are paying already at ease for that particular car. Maybe after you retire, maybe it will continue from your pension if it has not been completed or what. But no matter the situation, they try to just make it as easy as possible. Especially if the car, you have used it for a couple of years, you consider the wear and tear, and you just feel, let this person just take responsibility for this thing and go with it, and we can now buy another. This was a similar situation at the National Assembly. Remember when they came into office and they were buying cars at exorbitant rates, and we said, well, if you want to make it a policy, make it a policy that they deduct this from your allowances and all, and that when you finish your own tenure, whatever assembly is coming into office, that money will be in a pool for them to now get their own, also start paying back, and also it makes it easy. So it shouldn't happen again. But I also see from the angle of those who have decided to go to court, as well as the last caller who said it could be a sort of persecution. You remember what happened in Kano, that those who left, who are loyal to the Kwakwasia father, that's Rabbi Musa Kwakwaso, left government, and the present administration might not really be cool with them. So they are like they are at loggerheads. Even his son, Kwakwaso's son, who happens to be one of the commissioners, I think commissioner for youth there, is also one of those who have decided to go to court now. So it could be because they might see it as, some sort of witch hunting and persecution. We never can tell. But their convention, as well as what is the rule in Kano State, should be able to guide us. But going forward, especially for other states, I think this thing needs to be addressed so that people will not just leave office to the extent that they have to go and meet some people on the road to collect cars, tax force, to collect cars from them. It shouldn't even happen because more or less you are not carrying guns, but it's an act of theft.
All right, thank you so much for your submission. Well, I've also heard a couple of, I think in some states where not just vehicles, even office equipment. After one tenure leaves, they cut them away. Sometimes they auction it at cheaper rates. And when new administration comes in, then they start budgeting for new equipment. And this speaks a lot about, cost of governance that we have been talking about.